Okay, guys, once again, welcome to the call. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. I am very happy and excited to share this opportunity with you. My name is Luis, and I am going to be your host in this call. We are going to talk about BTON, be the open network. And when we say TON, I know probably that you know this token. TON. TON is the number 11, number 12 in the coin market cap. The last time we talked, it was last Wednesday. I don't know if you remember, I told you that the market cap last week, just last week, the market cap was 9 billion. If you remember, if any of you were here in this call, we talked about about TON, and the market cap was 9 billion. Today, 1 week later, is over 10.5 million or close to 10.5 billion. So from 1 week to the other, it grew up 1 billion. So imagine we are right now working on a project, or we will be working on a project that the technical team from BitTON is working closely in cooperation with the Telegram team, with the TON team. So we are going to have all the benefits, all the advantages that this token called TON, if you don't know what TON means, the T is for the O is open, and the N is for network. The open network, that's what it means, TON. And we want to really be the open network. Why? Because BitTON intends and will be completely decentralized. It will not depend on anybody. You know that TON, for example, depends too much in a guy in a company, which is Telegram. And remember, this guy was in jail, Pavel Durov, which was the creator of TON. And while he was in jail, the token went down. When he was freed, like 2 weeks ago, the token price started going up. So it's not totally decentralized. It's not independent. So this is what BitTON is pursuing, is a combination of Bit from Bitcoin and Ton from Ton, BitTON. And what does it intends? It intends to, create the cheapest, fastest, and the most convenient and affordable technology blockchain for everybody in the world. Okay, right now the project is working, as I said, together with Telegram. Did you know that Telegram already reached 1 billion users? 1 billion users. That means that the reach that BitTON, working in coordination with Telegram, the reach BitTON will have in the coming months and years will be crazy. And by saying that, the prospect or the prospect, I should say the prospect of our token, our coin going up is immense. Why? Because as you will see very soon in the white paper, everything is figured out so that in the next 2-3 years we have a token from 50 to 100 $150 in the next year or two. It's amazing. It's amazing. Why? Because of the scarcity of the token. Just 21 million tokens, exactly like Bitcoin. But independently from Bitcoin, this is not a proof of work. What does proof of work means? It means that for you to get one Bitcoin, it consumes so much energy. It is so difficult to create one Bitcoin that you have to spend $96,000 from one Bitcoin to make one Bitcoin. So this is totally crazy. And when you work with the proof of work or the proof of stake, which is the one that works with Ton, works with Telegram, what we are going to have with BitTON will be much faster, much cleaner, much cleaner, because it's not going to use energy. There's a lot of countries that don't want to mine Bitcoin because mining Bitcoin is extremely expensive. The cost is too high, but not only that, is too uh, 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 cons- uh, electricity consuming. Many countries, many cities here in the United States, many cities didn't want to allow mining companies to establish in their cities. Why? Because they will use so much energy that it would affect the the normal, normal use in the town of the electricity, because it consumes so much energy. All right, but with BitTON we don't have that. With BitTON, the mission is to create user accessibility, sustainable and effective tokenomics. Just 21 million, guys. Fast, cheap and secure blockchain, and most importantly, green energy adoption. We will have another Zoom when it starts. When this is going to start? On April 14. Everything is going to start, everything is going to launch on April 14, less than 2 weeks from now. Everything is going to be open and ready, and we are going to have, we had in our previous week, last week, we had somebody from the technical team, talking to us. We will have a full technical report once everything starts. But we are, networkers. We are people that are here to make a living, not just for us, but for our team members, for our family members. We want something like is be that it will be, you know, for us to change our lives. That's what we want. Why are you doing networking? Why are you, uh, you know, in the network marketing industry? Because we, all of us, we want to change our lives. We want to make money. We want to become independent. That's what we want. And that's what we are here for. We want to learn how you can become financially free with this amazing project called BitTON. And let me tell you, it's not difficult. It will be very, very easy, very, very affordable for you and for everybody or anybody that you invite. First of all, many people will wonder, why would you, or with a project, start with network marketing to launch a blockchain project? Well, because of the same reason I mentioned before. All important networks, I'm not networks, I'm sorry, all important cryptocurrencies in the beginning, they became famous because of network marketing. Probably many of you, or the majority of you, knew about Bitcoin or knew about Ethereum or knew about Binance Coin because of networking. That's how I learned about Bitcoin. I never heard anything about Bitcoin until I started doing network marketing. Never heard of it. So this is the same thing that uh, the BitTON developers are going to do. They're going to use network marketing, but network marketing for what? To create a community, to build a community that will, assure them that they are going to have this audience to develop their um, ecosystem, which we will talk a little bit later. So when I said it is affordable for everybody, yes, it is truly, truly, truly affordable, because the only thing you need is 1 ton. 1 ton right now is less than $4 or around $4. 1 ton is all you need to start. That's the minimum. There is no maximum, but the minimum is just 1 ton, guys. With 1 ton, you start, and when you are going to withdraw, you withdraw 1 ton. That's what it is. 1 ton to come in, 1 ton to withdraw, minimum. So what's going to happen here? Every time you make a deposit, every time you make a deposit, 10% of this deposit will go for project development. Okay, project development. And what is project development? It's very important that you understand. We are talking about a cryptocurrency. We are talking about a coin, a token that is going to be listed. And when you list a token in exchange, you cannot just go there and list it. You need to have funds to back this listing. If you list 1 million tokens in one exchange, if for example, let's put it like that, it's $1, you need $1. I mean $1 million at least of backing. Okay, I'm not an expert, but I'm telling you what I suppose it is. If you are going, whatever amount of tokens you are going to send or to list in an exchange, you need to have liquidity. You need to have money to support, the transactions in the exchange. And that what is going to happen when these people from what I was saying, from the project. I normally want to say company. I'm so used to saying company, but it's not a company. People from the project, from BitTON project, when they are going to list this token, then we need, or they need to have liquidity. And that's every time you make a deposit, 10% will go to the development of the project. Okay, but what's going to happen when you make a deposit? Next day, you will start earning BitTON tokens. BitTON tokens. The only way you can earn BitTON tokens is when you make a deposit, when you stake your money. So let's say you start today, you put $100, 100 ton, whatever it is. The first 7 days, meaning tomorrow, from tomorrow on, first 7 days, you're going to earn 0.5. 7 days, 0.5. And then every Friday, you will get paid, or you will see the deposit in your account. Everything here is handled with smart contracts. Everything is handled with smart contract. Okay, so now what is going to happen here? When you withdraw, you will get paid in BitTON tokens. BitTON tokens. Okay, now what is the trick, or what is the thing? We want to keep as many BitTON tokens as possible. If you want to exchange your BitTON tokens, no problem. Internally, in the back office, you can exchange your BitTON tokens for TON tokens. TON tokens, okay? And you can do that immediately with one click. And this is via smart contract. When you withdraw your TON, TON will be in your TON wallet immediately. Okay, it will be minutes or seconds. There's nothing or nobody to approve that. Okay, nobody to approve that. Now, second 7 days, 1%. Next 7 days, 1.5. Next 7 days, 2%. Now, after that, the next 72 days, you're gonna get paid. We are going to get paid 2.5%. 2.5% per day for 72 consecutive days. After that, then the next 35 days, you will get paid 3%. After that, 3%, which is a total of 135 days. 135 days. And what's going to happen after those 135 days are over? Well, everybody is going to have received 254%. 254%, meaning that If you put $1,000, after that period, you will have received $2,540 if you exchange your BitTON tokens. If you exchange your BitTON tokens. Why? Because if you keep it and the price goes up, what's going to happen? Now you are going to have more money. All right? Because remember, if you have one Bitcoin today, and the Bitcoin today is 100,000 or is 90,000, but tomorrow the price goes to 110,000, you still have one Bitcoin, but you have more money because the price went up. All right? That's what it is. Now, what's going to happen next? Very, very important. Let me repeat this. This is very important that you understand. Every time you get paid, you will get paid in BitTON tokens, the native tokens, okay? Native tokens. But if you don't want to keep the BitTON tokens, okay, nobody will stop you. This is your money. This is your tokens. You can swap it. You can exchange those BitTON tokens for TON tokens. And if you don't know, TON is accepted or is being traded in all the major exchanges. All, you name it. Binance, KuCoin, Bybit, Kraken, Coinbase, LeBank, all exchanges trade TON. So you don't have any issues, but it is very, very important if you keep your BitTON tokens, and you will see in a couple of minutes why it's very important to keep all your tokens. At the end of this Zoom, I will open the mics and I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. Okay? Now, remember, 7 days 0.5, 1.5, 1%, 1.5, 2.5, and the last 35 days 3%. All of that is 135 days. You get paid 254 days total. I mean 254% total. Minimum deposit 1 ton. Minimum withdrawal 1 ton. All withdrawals now, when you withdraw, look at this. What's going to happen when you withdraw? 70% of your withdrawal goes to you. 70% of your withdrawal goes to you. How it goes to you? It goes to you in BitTON tokens. Very important if you keep your tokens. You don't want to keep it, no problem. You can exchange or swap, however you want to name it, in your back office. You can swap your BitTON for TON. And from there, one click, you withdraw your TON. It goes to your TON wallet, TON Keeper, TON Hub, whatever you keep your TON. Any wallet to keep your TON. Okay, no problem with that. It's automatic because it's via smart contract. But let's say you withdraw $100. Okay, $70 will go to you. $10 is the project fees. $10 will go to, again, project development. Remember, this has people behind. This has developers behind. This has an ecosystem to build. This needs liquidity for when they are going to lease this project. But this is the most important thing. 10% will go into BitTON tokens to your wallet, internal wallet in your account, in your back office. This is going to be vested for 180 days. What does that mean? It means that this you cannot withdraw. You have to wait for 6 months, and after that the smart contract will send you, for the next 180 days, will send you these tokens that you have gotten when you withdraw, little by little. Why this is important? because you remember, I always say this, remember when this very famous man bought two pizzas for 10,000 bitcoins? He wasted 10,000 bitcoins in two pizzas because he didn't know what he has. That's what I was telling you in the beginning. Two 10,000 bitcoin for two pizzas, which was like $10-12. Now, the developers don't want you to waste your BitTON. You are going to be accumulating this 10% because the rest is yours. You earn it, okay? But this 10%, if you want to sell it, you will have to wait until the vesting period is over. That will allow you to enjoy their increase in the price. Now, source of rewards and payments. These people have been doing this for 8 months. They are projecting their payouts, what we get paid. Even though we get paid in BitTON tokens. Remember, if you want to exchange your BitTON tokens for TON, then you can exchange your BitTON tokens for TON immediately, no question. So they need to have a form of income to increase the amount of TON that they receive, and they do that by investing, let's call it like that, in profitable concentrated liquidity operations. What does that mean? They provide liquidity. They provide funds in exchange in decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, etc., etc. There are different types of portfolio. Aggressive portfolio, which is as the name says, aggressive. So that means that it's more profitable. The risk is higher, but they don't do this just manually. They have their artificial intelligence. They have their bots, and they have obviously the technical team, because the artificial intelligence and the bots cannot work by themselves. They need people with the necessary training and the necessary technology knowledge to get in and out of these transactions as many times and as fast as possible to make it more profitable and to make it faster. Why? Because if you do that manually, it's gonna be a little bit or very very difficult to achieve profits when it's manually. So they rely on artificial intelligence and bots supervised by the technical team. Now we already talked about resource of rewards and payments. Now tokenomics. I am not going to be go to very deep into the tokenomics, but let me tell you, it's going to be 21 million tokens only. And that's why it is important when we see later on the roadmap. Why I'm telling you since the beginning that if you can save, hold your BitTON tokens, you will be rewarded. You will be, you will enjoy a lot of benefits from that, and you will see that when we see the slide for the roadmap. Okay. Now, if you are a networker, we saw the part for somebody that is, somebody that wants to earn as many BitTONs as possible before it goes up in price. Okay. So what's going to happen here? When you are a networker, like you, like me, like many others, and you invite others, there is what we call a unilevel system. When you invite somebody directly, you will get a 7% of whatever they put in the company, whatever investment they do, 7%. Second level, you're gonna get 5%. Third level, 3%. Fourth level, 2%, and levels 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1%, for the total of 21%. That means that from level 1 to level 8, as you are building and building. Every dollar in 8 levels, you will get at least 1%. Okay? If you invite somebody with $100 in your level one, you get $7. But if you invite somebody with one or with 1,000, you get $70, etc., etc. Every person, every dollar in your level three, you will get $3. I mean 3%. Somebody puts $10,000 in your level three. You don't know which person is that, but you get 3% of 10,000, which is 300. So this is really, really powerful because everybody under you that is building and inviting and growing, you will enjoy these benefits up to 21% in 8 levels. This is going to be changed. The name of this, like it says, like weekly salaries. Sorry, uh, is really like a bonus, not a salary. So I asked the project, the developers, if they can change that, and they say yes, that's not the appropriate term. But anyway, these bonuses, these incentives are for people who are working, who will work. It's not like we have seen in the past. Okay, you get to 1,000 and then you will get a bonus every week. This is not like that because we don't want a project that will disappear in 2, 3, 4 months. We don't want that. We want something like it's going to be around so that we can build and that we can, create, an income and a legacy for our team and for our family, right? So how does this work? When you have a team volume of 1,000 and you have your own deposit of $50 and you have at least 3 people that are active under you, you get $25. This will be paid bi-weekly. Bi-weekly, the 1st and the 15th of every month. 1st and 15th of every month, we will get paid. So if you do it 2 weeks in a row, then you're gonna get paid 50. If you do it every week, you're gonna get 50 on the first, 50 on the 15th, for a total of $100. Well, how does this work? We need at least 2 different teams. And by 2 different teams, I mean 2 branches, 2 legs, however you want to name it. You invite Peter, you invite Michael. Well, the system will automatically look for $500 from Peter and $500 from Michael. And then all of a sudden, you already have $1,000. $1,000, and you have qualified. Boom, you earn 25. But what's gonna happen? For next week, you need to repeat that. You need to bring again $1,000 so that you can earn again $25. So because this is a bonus that is apart from these. This is from every people, every deposit in your team. But this is apart from the other. Now, what's going to happen? Your team is growing. Now you got to 5,000. Well, when you get to 5,000 and your deposit is $100 and you have 5 people directly under you, now you qualify for $100. But okay, this week you got 5,000. Good. You have your $100. But next week you need to bring at least 50% of 5,000. That means that if you bring again in your team 8 levels, okay, because this is not direct referral. This is all the people in your team through 8 levels deep. Okay, so that should be easy. If you're many people here that I know, this should be very easy. You bring $5,000, at least in 2 teams. If you have 5, 10, 20 directs, this is going to be much easier. But the system, what the system will do, the system will look for all the branches you have, and the maximum it will take is 50%. So next week, if you bring $2,500, good. You earn your $100. If you don't bring again $2,500, you will not earn 1,000. Maybe you earn, I'm sorry, you will not earn the 100. You will earn probably the 25 because you went over 1,000, but you didn't go over 2,500. So this is very important, and this tells you that these people have prepared something sustainable, something that makes sense. Because if you qualify one day with 5,000, then every week you're gonna get 100. Even if you don't do anything else or your team stop working, no, that doesn't make any sense. We need to continue working. We need to continue building. And that's how we continue receiving these commissions or extra bonuses every week. All right? Good. Now, roadmap, and this is very, very important, guys. This is very important because this tells you why holding to your BitTON tokens. Remember, I will share the white paper with the leaders I am working with, the people that I have close, and they will share it with you. So you will see the white paper. The white paper is where everything about a project, about a token is written, so that you can read, you can see, you can calculate, you can get the numbers, you can get everything is in the white paper. All right. So I saw the white paper, and they even have the time frame when this token will be $3,000. So anyway, I'm not gonna get there. I'm happy when it gets to $10. Now anyway, second quarter of 2025, which is where we are now. Remember, this will start on April 14. It's 2 weeks from now, less than 2 weeks from now, with the website and Telegram mini apps. Why is two things, website and Telegram mini apps? Because they know there are countries where Telegram is not available, or for people to log in or use Telegram, they need a VPN, etc., etc. So if your country is limited for Telegram, you just log in through a website, and that makes it easier for everybody. I prefer Telegram because these people are working directly with Telegram, so we will see the quality of what they're doing, the beautiful mini app they will prepare, and how fast and clear and without any errors that they are preparing. Now, what else is going to start? Deposits and rewards. Deposits and rewards, and the commissions from these rewards. Now, I forgot to say, when you receive a commission, pay attention to this. Remember I said, the only way that you receive BitTON tokens is when you stake your money. When you buy a package, you will get paid in BitTON. But all the commissions, all the bonuses are paid in TON. Okay? Let me go back and you see these bonuses, weekly bonuses, this is not in BitTON. This is in TON. All right? Very important. These commissions, when you invite people, this is paid in TON, not in BitTON. The only way you can get BitTON is when you put your money to work, when you put the money in staking, when you buy a package. That's the only way you can get BitTON. Now, all the commissions, if you invite somebody that puts $100,000 and you got 7%, which is $7,000. This $7,000 is not in BitTON because there is a tokenomic. There is an amount of tokens that is going to be distributed, yeah, distributed via the compensation plan, via networking, via staking in the future. This is well specified in the white paper. This is not paid in BitTON because BitTON is exclusive. Okay, all the commissions are paid in TON. All right, this is in TON. So now, I forgot to say that this has to be clear. Now, referral program, everything in TON, not BitTON. Okay, so AI substation. These people, guys, these people, and I saw it. I saw an example of the artificial intelligence we are going to have in this project. Okay, they will have as artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, like Gemini, something like that. That we will be able to interact with it. It's gonna be everything is going to be handled via the artificial intelligence substation. It will be amazing. Q3, Q4 2025. Now we are going to the seed stage. What is the seed stage? Is when we are going to see the publication of the BitTON token smart contract. Is that when the tokens will be out, all right? And we will be able to see the smart contract to see that they're really just 21 million tokens. And we will also be able to see the internal and external pools. Those are smart contracts as well, fully transparent. What does internal and external pools mean? When you list a token in Uniswap or in PancakeSwap or whatever swap, there needs to be a pool where people can see how much money is in that pool. We will be able to see everything. So play to earn, warming up. This is really important, guys. Very, very important. Why? Because when they launch their play to earn, they intend to have something better, bigger, and more interesting than Hamster Combat. I don't know if you remember about Hamster Combat. It was a game, one hamster fighting another hamster, and that was it. But that game gathered more than 200 million players in Telegram. More than 200 million players in Telegram. You can look for that. You can Google that. Don't trust me. So that game was generating just in game expenses $5 million a day. So these people, remember I always say this, they are working together with the TON people, with the Telegram people, with the TON developers, Telegram developers, and they will have their own play to earn project or game, but a real one. A real one. And once they get to Q4, the foundation, Q1 to Q4 2026, the foundation stage, guys, this is where we need to have the most BitTON tokens as possible. Why? Because number one is very interesting, is development and implementation of the proprietary blockchain. You know what it means? That they obviously they are working on that, but the development and implementation, it means going live their own blockchain, BitTON's blockchain. It means that that's what they say. It's going to be faster, it's going to be cheaper, more transparent, and more independent than any other blockchain in the industry right now. Okay? Every time you have a blockchain, you need validators. Validators. And what is a validator? For example, when people You know what smart contracts are, okay? And you know what meme coins. There's a lot of meme coins in Solana, okay? Every time one developer, you know, creates a meme coin or creates a smart contract on Solana, there are a lot of fees that are collected every time there is an interaction with Solana. So when the proprietary blockchain of BitTON is launched and the ecosystem is running, that people are playing to earn, this is going to be in the proprietary blockchain. So we, the people that are holding the tokens, we are going to become validators, okay? Validators. And when we are validators, if percentage of every transaction is paid to us by the smart contract. So we will be receiving commissions day in and day out just because we are holding our tokens while our tokens go up in price. That's what a validator is. It's like a node holder that is validating all the transactions, and we are receiving commissions. So we're going to have uh, applications for Android and also for iPhone. All right. Now, what else is coming? Play to earn integration, game logic, and payment gateway. Look how they're saying payment gateway. So we need to have, if you are playing to earn, you need to have, a payment gateway. How are you gonna get paid if you're playing to, I'm sorry, if you're playing to earn? So you need a payment gateway. And then we're gonna have internal and external pools for all the exchanges, centralized and decentralized. So I'm not gonna go to the other part of the expansion stage because that's for 2027 and 2029. But anyway, everything you're seeing here, is detailed in the white paper. We're gonna have the white paper this week. I'm gonna share it with you. And most importantly, we have a project that is fully transparent and that is launching on the 14th of April, which is today is the 2nd of April, 12 days from today. Everything will be working, not working, everything is going live. And when it goes live, you know what's going to happen. Everybody's ready, everybody's waiting, everybody's building, everybody's already creating their own teams, because if we miss Bitcoin, if we miss Ethereum, if we miss Binance Coin, if we miss this very same one, TON token, which started like 0.001 cents and now is $4. Imagine. I remember a lot of people, I didn't take advantage of it, but I remember a lot of people who had the vision and they purchased a lot of Shiba Inu. A guy became billionaire with like $2,000-3,000 in Shiba Inu. Billionaire. So we're gonna have the opportunity not to be billionaires, but to create a lot of wealth with BitTON. All right. So I'm gonna pause it here